right. We're the Jedi Council, and we get Samuel L. Jackson and CGI Yoda. Understand the whole Jedi Council's decision that Anakin's too old. We got the Jedi Council, and they determined that Anakin's too old to begin the training because he has emotions, and he's a big pussy. He's half of Luke's age when he begins his training, as a reference. He does the little Jedi test, a ship, a cup, a speeder, and it's funny because I had a problem with this, right? I know I'm nitpicking this movie to death, but I love Star Wars, and I really hate when they make small errors like this, is when he gets done with the quiz, he looks over at Yoda and nods to Yoda like, yeah, he got him all right, but wouldn't Yoda know he got him all right? You know what I mean? Why does he have to tell Yoda he passed the test?
Maybe it's Jedi proof. Maybe Watto built it.
Qui-Gon offers to take Anakin as his Padawan learner, and of course he's shot down because you can't have more than one. It's the Jedi Code, and they tell the Council that Obi-Wan's ready for his trials, whatever that is. So Obi-Wan, he says, they tell Obi-Wan they'll decide who their damn self, who's ready for the damn trials, and they have an argument, Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. I kind of like that Obi-Wan kind of steps up a little bit up on Qui-Gon and says, hey man, you need to shut up sometimes. Because Qui-Gon's kind of out there. He's kind of the dude of Jedi Masters.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. He is like the dude.
I mean, Qui-Gon don't give a fuck. I mean, honestly, he steps around. He's like the Jack Bauer of freaking Jedi Masters.
Let's not go that far.
He circumvents authority. He does what the hell he wants to. I mean, it's pretty much Jack Bauer territory there.
He's the one that discovered and taught fucking the whole Jedi spiritual communication after you're dead.
Yeah, he taught people how to come back from the dead, man. He's ultimate transcendental badass. He's like a Zen master.
He's the only character above Yoda. Period.
That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, you think Qui-Gon's more powerful? Well, excuse me, is a better Jedi than Yoda? That's a bold statement, sir.
Well, he did something fucking above Yoda.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, I don't really want to agree with you.
Well, without that, Yoda wouldn't be saying shit right now.
Well, you're right. I can't disagree with that statement, but man, saying that Qui-Gon got beat by a freaking Sith apprentice. You can't say he's a better swordsman than Yoda is. You know what I mean?
Windu's the best swordsman.
Break this into categories. Obviously, fucking Obi-Wan's a badass.
Well, yeah.
Because he handled Maul and fucking Anakin. Easily.
Anakin handled the Emperor. But go ahead.
Yeah, when he was old and frail.
Okay, so apparently I'm the only one that's sober here. So, I'd just like to go ahead and apologize to everyone for not only bringing up a terrible 2-hour movie, but having a terrible 2-hour conversation about a terrible 2-hour movie. I'd just like to apologize for that ahead of time.
You don't have to apologize for me being awesome. That's ridiculous.
Oh, man. I just like how we're going step by step about the plot of how terrible this movie is.
We all knew what was going to happen here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even going to pretend for a second. I mean, I tried my best not to be negative, but it was like...
You can't not be negative about this movie and be objective about it. Yeah. So we decide to send the Jedi back to Naboo with the Queen because Palpatine is taking control of the Senate, and I need to return to my arena, and whether or not you think that's a great idea, I mean, that's another subject. They go back to Naboo, and they go and find the Gungan army, and Padme does her big reveal, and reveals that she's not a handmaid, she's actually the queen, and she had to hide her identity because blah, blah, blah. Apparently, As peaceful as that planet is, they still have to hide the identity of the queen for whatever reason. Anybody got a explanation for what the hell that's all about?
There is no explanation. That's just stupid.
It's just added fat, man. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I just don't understand that they've been a peaceful planet. They surrender within they're like the freaking France of the Galactic Empire or the Galactic Republic. The Germans waltz in and they surrender within 2 hours. The planets are as we have the queen. No resistance at all. There's no damage in the city. There's no signs of a battle. They lay it down like freaking France. Sorry for you French listeners, if there are any. But they find the Gungans, and she does her big reveal. She's been in hiding, and she gets on her knees. I beg you to help us. And due to this, they make Jar Jar Binks a general.
That should make
general, dude.
It makes
so
sense.
we've already established that,
Really makes
that Jar Jar's like an outcast from a half-wit society. Okay, let's call a spade a spade. The Gungans are not portrayed well. They're obviously a backwater society, and this guy is an outcast from that. And they make him a general because they unite the Gungans and the Naboo.
The Gungans are the South Carolina of the Star Wars universe.
You don't talk about my birthright, son.
Yeah. What are you gonna do about that?
Well,
true.
I mean, I can't really
Say I'm wrong. Say I'm wrong.
No, we got less sense than teeth down here, and that's saying a lot. But yeah, it's kind of weird that, based on this whole reunion and the outing of Padme as the queen, they make Jar Jar a general, that's just horrifying to me. And so they come with their little plan, and it's, we got to capture the Viceroy because for some reason one person incapacitates the entire organization. We get the droid army marching onto the field, and the droid army versus the Gungan army, I thought was actually really good CGI. It looks like the screensaver or the desktop for the Windows, the big green rolling hills, and the really blue skies. Anybody else have an opinion of that? It looks really good to me.
I was just going to say, I don't like how the Gungans use snow globes as their weapons.
Yeah, what the hell? It's like weaponized Hadoukens or
Shinru Hadouken.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's like, what the hell? They weaponized Dragon Balls. I don't get that, and then the battle with Jar Jar is like King Fucknuts and everything. Every clumsy thing he does ends up being the right thing.
It's straight up fucking Ewoks versus Stormtroopers all over again.
I thought the same thing, man. I'm glad I'm not
feel
there.
it all through and through.
I call it Little War on the Prairie. That's just me.
Yeah.
Well, you have this whole parallel. I'm really sad to say this, but Anakin and freaking Jar Jar are basically doing the same thing in this battle sequence. They're both fucking up, and somehow they manage to do the right thing. Anakin's supposed to be this great pilot, and they take off. They have a little battle in the hangar, and he takes off in the Naboo fighter, and it's on autopilot. Okay. I can turn off autopilot on my truck while I'm freaking checking my Facebook status of smoking with a little button on the little column of my steering column. But yet in the Star Wars universe, you can't disengage autopilot without a freaking astromech droid.
Oh, it doesn't get good until he shoots down this first fucking starfighter. He's like, this is pod racing.
No, this is pod racing. Yeah, but he's supposed to be this epic pilot, and he's like, hey, let's try spinning. That's a neat trick. and he ends up crashing into the bay and half-wit freaking destroys the command module and takes down the whole Trade Federation command and control.